Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah. This is No BS Beauty. I purchase all these products with my own money. And if you want to help the channel, subscribe to the newsletter and check out my links below. So today I thought I would talk about a specific skin disorder and products that I recommend to help it. And it's something I know a little bit about, and that is rosacea. I'm sure most of you have heard the term, but maybe not totally familiar with it, or maybe some of you suffer from it yourself. It definitely runs in my family. My mom definitely had rosacea. My brother definitely has rosacea. He's always got a very pink face and things like that, and there's a little bit more going on to it. So rosacea, it's an inflammatory skin disease, and it's a chronic one. It's an adult, and it's usually noticeable on the face. It's characterized by flushing, redness, pimples, pustules, dilated blood vessels, pink cheeks, things like that. Definitely very strong. I actually probably want to say on both sides of my family now that I think about it, because I think some of my other family members have kind of the same thing going on. It's noticeably present, typically about 5% up to maybe 10% of people, and most common in light-skinned women over the age of 35. Now, I wonder about that. Who's the most likely people to be taking care of their skin and noticing things like that? Women over 35, maybe not necessarily the fair skin part, but typically women. They do mention it's underdiagnosed in both men and people with deeper skin tones. And I want to say men is probably obvious because less men probably pay attention to their skin and notice things like that. I don't even think my brother has any idea what rosacea was until I pointed it out to him and kind of noticed it. And I'm like, yeah, you've got the same thing going on that I do. Although when I use some of these skincare products, it's a lot better. Although a lot of the times my cheeks get pink. They get pink sometimes just not for no reason. Now that my blood pressure is under control better, it happens less, but it's definitely noticeable, and pinkness, especially around the cheeks and face. And some severe cases, I mean, it's all over the face, and even in really bad cases, it can be in your eyes. So they say to get a proper diagnosis, if you are suspicious of it, is to go see a dermatologist or even an ophthalmologist, because it can be something that affects the eyes, not in a noticeable way like that, but people that have rosacea that affects their eyes have a, what do they say? It feels like something's in your eyes or something's stuck in your eyes. It happens a lot of times with dry eyes, or sometimes you can feel it kind of on the edges of your eyelids. Almost feels like something is scratching your eyes. So to get it properly diagnosed, that's what you want to do. And it's also confused with other skin conditions very commonly. Dermatitis, photodermatitis, keratosis pilaris. It's typically confused sometimes with those. So it's not always just visible. They can say, yes, you've got rosacea. It's better to be diagnosed because it could be something else like that, dermatitis or photodermatitis, things like that. So getting a proper diagnosis is key if you want to help treat it, because if you don't have a proper diagnosis, you're treating the wrong thing or wrong disorder. Things like KP can be treated in a different way than rosacea. So some causes of rosacea, they suspect an overactive innate immune system, an overactive neurovascular system, vascular meaning the vascular system veins in our body, additional vascular endothelia growth factor in those with the disease, either a greater presence of dermodex mites or a stronger inflammatory reaction to them. And it is kind of gross to think about, but our skin, our microbiome is made up of all of these weird little things. You can't see them, but you can see them under a microscope. So it's kind of gross if you think about it. And if you see them under a microscope, it's gross. It kind of makes you want to crawl out of your skin, literally. Microbes that stimulate an anti-inflammatory response, and then genetics is a huge factor in it as well, which is why I kind of recognize it in my family members. So, okay, so signs, symptoms of it: persistent redness in the face, especially the central face, nose, cheeks, forehead, and chin. For me, I notice on my cheeks all the time. Skin thickening, flushing of the skin, bumps, visible blood vessels. So I actually notice this a lot around my nose. Like you can see like the blood vessels. I think there's certain lasers that treat that as well. Eye irritation, dry skin, sensation of skin burning and swelling. So lots of fun things to deal with if you have rosacea, because you get to deal with all of that. Redness, itching, burning, yay, yay, yay. And then on top of it, your eyes might be irritated too. Great. So that's why it's very important to prevent it or calm it down before it gets really bad. So prevention is the key. There's no real cure to it. So the key to it, gentle cleansers, avoiding very strong exfoliants, avoiding products with a high amount of alcohol, denatured alcohols in them, eliminating harsh products, use fragrance-free products as much as possible. Be very slow about your routine. What you add into it, do it very slowly. Do it methodically. Don't add 5 new products tonight because I told you these will all work. Don't go add them all tonight. Add them over the course of months, even maybe years. Keep your skin hydrated with a good moisturizer is important. And sunscreen, daily SPF is important because sun exposure can cause flare-ups and things like that. So those are some of the keys. And then beneficial ingredients, azelaic acid is huge, oatmeal, licorice root, niacinamide, aloe, green tea, turmeric, allantoin, feverfew, salicylic acid, retinoids, but be careful not to something crazy strong. Chamomile, centella, bisabolol, squalane, and sulfur are all ingredients that have been shown to be beneficial for slowing down rosacea. So I've got some products I recommend. So I've got a few serums, moisturizers, and then a couple cleansers. So first off, this product was a total game changer for me. I've talked about it a lot. I won't talk about it too much today, but it was a total game changer. Honestly, I probably didn't really realize I had rosacea until I used this and it really helped. And that's the Geek and Gorgeous 8-Pad Serum. Amazing. It's got a 20% Azeclear, which is an ingredient that helps with rosacea. And it's got 6% pure potassium azoyl diglycinate, which is the azelaic acid derivative. And then it's got Allantoin, very affordable, wonderful product, hugely helpful for me. So if you suffer from this, even just redness, it's very helpful, or acne, things like that. Next up, I've got the Theramid Azid, which is 15% azelaic acid. Then it also includes oatmeal, ceramides, and EGCG. It's on sale right now, and it's even a bigger bottle than the one I have, so check it out while it's on sale. I will link to it below. No fragrance in it, so this one's really nice. There's also a lot of prescription things you can use, which are worth checking out. So that's another way to go. Okay, next up, the Ordinary Balancing and Clarifying Serum. This one also uses the azelaic acid derivative, potassium azoyl diglycinate, whatever. And then Ectoin, and this one's also pretty affordable. Not quite as affordable as their other products from The Ordinary before they came out, but it's still not terribly expensive. Next up, the Stratia Rewind Serum. This one's got niacinamide, it's got licorice, it's got centella, and it's got allantoin for soothing the skin. Really nice product from Stratia. Next up is the Ordinary Squalane Cleanser, which I ordered. I'm probably on my 3rd bottle of it or so. I ordered it from during the sale, so I don't have it, but a lot of people with rosacea were mentioning that they really found it nice. Squalane's really nice ingredient. It's a nice, gentle cleanser that's not drying. It does a good job removing makeup and sunscreen, and when you rinse it off, your skin still feels soft and supple. Another one that seems to work well for a lot of people is the Vanny Cream Gentle Unscented Cleanser. It's a basic cleanser, short ingredient list, and it seems to work well for a lot of people, though some people found it drying. So if your skin tends to be very dry and rosacea prone, perhaps trying the one from The Ordinary might be the way to go. But this one also seems to work well for a lot of people. And then a couple moisturizers I've got. The CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. It's got the ceramides in there. It's got the niacinamide, and it's got sodium hyaluronate in there. The La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm. Oops, here we go. This one's really nice. A lot of people use this with retinoids and things like that. It's got Centella derivatives, shea butter, and panthenol, and a short ingredient list as well. And I'm going to mention these two. The Aveeno Oat Calm and Restore Gel Moisturizer, as well as the serum. A lot of people mention the serum works great for them. It's got oat in there. It's got Feverfew, and it's got Centella. And then last but not least, the Dermatology brand Soothe and Recovery Cream. This one's got Bisabolol, Panthenol, Allantoin, and then Ceramides. And it's in a new package. This one's just about empty. I really enjoy this product for my neck or for dryness. So all of these are nice options for people with rosacea. Gentle products are the key. and maybe light exfoliant salicylic acid tends to be the one that's most often discussed. So Paula's Choice has some great salicylic acid BHA products, as well as Geek and Gorgeous, gentle toners, things like that. And then good sunscreens. A lot of people with rosacea prefer mineral sunscreens. It's probably because the zinc is also kind of a calming ingredient for it. But you know, if there's chemical ones that you found that are gentle and work well for you, go for that as well. So anyway, curious if you guys have any thoughts on rosacea or product favorites, or if you have it or don't have it, or yeah, if you've got any other random questions, leave them below. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you more tomorrow. Bye, guys. Oh, here comes Ike. He's in for his every 10-minute water session. He's getting obsessed about it. So anytime I'm in here, it's like, give me more water, give me more water. He's got to be the most hydrated dog on the planet, I swear. Well, he just had some eggs, too. So anyway. Okay, thanks so much. Bye, guys.